Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello, my name is Olivia and I make videos about anthropology every single Sunday. So if that's something that you're interested in, please go check out my other videos. I think they're a pretty good time. But today, like you saw in the title of this week's video, I'm actually going to be sharing / announcing / just telling you guys what I'm up to as a graduated anthropology human being. And that's just wild. And I know everyone really wants to know because this is a pretty hot topic within anthropology student communities. So without further ado, let's just talk about it. Now, last week was my first video back on this channel after backpacking Europe for about a month. And I'm also happy to say that people apparently want to hear about that too. So more content on that coming up soon. But I now am back in the United States and I am officially working from 9 to 5 all day, every day, except for the weekends. And I'm having actually a really great time. And I know a lot of people are worried about that transition from college to working. And I'm excited to say that I'm actually really enjoying myself. So do not fear. And yeah, so I'm clearly delaying telling everybody what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do that. Now, this video is broken up into a few main sections because there's a lot of ground to cover and I don't want to waste any time. If anyone is interested in hearing about these different categories at length, please tell me in the comment section down below so I can do that for you. But the main sections of this video are A, what I'm doing and what that includes, B, why I think this is actually a really good fit for me. Then the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is anthropology, because what would a good video be without a big old dash of anthropology in there? And then the final thing that I want to tell you all is related to grad school. So yeah, stick around if you guys are interested in any of those. And now off to our big announcement, I guess. Now, like I said before, I am working full-time and what I'm doing, drum roll, you ready? Okay. Now, what I'm doing is I am actually working as an educational video production intern for Socratica. Now, some of you might be familiar with Socratica. Others that watch these videos might not be familiar with Socratica. But for anyone who doesn't know who they are actually another amazing YouTube channel here on YouTube. And they make educational content just like I do. So you can already kind of see the parallels. And when this opportunity presented itself, there was just too many similarities between, I don't know, my interests, my goals, and like my mission as a creator, so to speak, and Socratica's, you know, their goals and their interests. But if you guys haven't heard of them before, please go check out their channel. They're doing some awesome stuff. But now I want to tell you what I'm actually up to all day, every day. Now, like I said before, I am an educational video production intern. And that could seem kind of vague to anybody who doesn't know what that means. So basically, I am learning how to create and edit video content, but not only that, but I'm learning how to create and edit educational video content. And that's really important because how you learn online on YouTube, for example, is very different from how you learn in a lecture. For instance, in a lecture, you can't have cool text pop up in front of you because it just doesn't work like that. But on YouTube, on these platforms that you can kind of work and take some time on the videos that you're posting, you can think about how people learn effectively. And sometimes that means putting an equation or a set of text on the screen. And so that is what I'm doing. I'm learning how to edit really professional videos, which are so cool. And yeah, okay, on to the next thing. Now, really quickly, before I dive into why I think this opportunity is a good fit for me, I really quickly just want to mention how I got this opportunity. And it's unique, so please don't expect to be put in this position, but I still wanted to share it because I know a lot of you probably want to know. So I have been making these videos about anthropology on YouTube for a little over 2 years now, which is absolutely wild. And a while back, I got an email from the CEO of Socratica, and basically just commenting on my channel saying, I don't really remember now, but like, oh, you're doing good work. I was like, oh, that's great. It's super cool to, hear from people. And then flash forward a few months, I got another email from them that was like, hey, we have this internship position opening up and we thought you could be interested in it. So I looked into it and it looked awesome. So I applied to this internship through LinkedIn, and then I got an interview, and the interview was so great. And I actually enjoyed myself during the interview, which I don't know about you guys, but that does not happen to me very often, to actually have a good time during an interview. And then shortly after that, I was offered the position. And so I was like, I have to take it. So I did. And that happened, oh gosh, I think it was the beginning of my winter. No. The beginning of my spring quarter, my senior year of college. So I've had this opportunity set up for a while. And it's crazy that I'm starting now because I feel like it's been, the end of August. Like I start working in the end of August, but that's now. So yeah, that's how I got this opportunity. And I really just did want to say, I know like almost none of you have YouTube channels. So please don't expect to get an anthropology opportunity or a job opportunity this way. I just wanted to share it. I'm going to keep sharing amazing ways to get job opportunities and different paths that you can take for the anthropology major. And I have friends who have gotten positions a very conventional way. So just, yeah, I'll talk on that in another video, but just wanted to throw that in here. Now, the next thing that I did want to talk about is why I think this position is a really good fit for me. And something that I think is really important when looking for jobs is to find something that you think is aligned with you. Because if you don't, I think it just, it causes the inevitable to happen in the sense that you might become a little dissatisfied with what you're doing in the long term. So I really quickly just did want to say why this stood out to me. There's a few main reasons, but over the last few years through making these videos, I've learned a lot about myself. The main one being, I love anthropology. I would not be making videos about anthropology still if this wasn't something I thought was awesome. I think it should be everywhere, and yeah, you all know that. The next thing that I learned is I love digital and accessible education. So much about college is paying thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get an education, to get access to these, academic databases that no one can get. Like you're doing all this research and then no one gets to see it because they're not students or professors, and it just drives me absolutely crazy. And so to add to this like open and online accessible education space is really important to me. And then the third thing that I've learned is I actually really like video creation, which I kind of knew that I liked it before, but making videos every single week, you learn a lot of cool stuff. Like when I do the little animated subscribe button thing, I think that's so cool. And so I don't know, all those three things together have kind of, fueled the fire in the best way possible, where I've learned that these are some things that I really like. And I think this program that I'm now in is I'm not only going to enjoy myself, but it also adds to who I am as a human being, a well-rounded human being, and also who I am as a learner. I'm going to be editing videos about stuff that I really don't know much about, and I think that's awesome. I'm learning on a program that I've never used before and looks completely different from what I'm used to, which is also awesome, and I'm learning so much. And I don't know, I think that just makes me a better person, and yeah, that's that. Now, the next topic that I promised to talk about in this video is anthropology. And I will admit that I was a little bit nervous to release this video because, obviously running an anthropology channel, I think on some level people, intentionally or unintentionally expect or hope that when I announce my job, I'm going to be like an anthropologist, or like I have my PhD, or I don't know, something dramatic like this. And I think that's great. I do, but also that's obviously not the position that I'm in. And so I just wanted to say that I still love anthropology. I'm still doing anthropology, even though that's not what I'm getting paid for right now. I love anthropology. I think it's amazing. And I've also learned through this process that most anthropology students don't actually go on to become anthropologists. Not saying that I won't in the long term one day, but a higher percent of anthropology students actually end up in something else. And I don't know, I thought it was more important to share what I'm doing with you all, because the whole reason I have this channel is to be completely real and honest. And people assume that your college degree is this binary path. You know, you have one or two options and that's it. And to be an anthropology major doesn't actually mean you have to do anthropology. And my Google Chrome is telling me I have things to do. Can you not see that I'm busy right now? You know, when you're an anthropology major, you don't have to do anthropology. If you're an engineer, you don't have to be an engineer. Like, it's just, you want to do what you enjoy. And I just thought I'd throw that in here because I love anthropology. I'm going to keep doing anthropology. No, I'm not getting paid for anthropology, and I'm sorry if that disappoints anyone, but you know, that's my situation and I'm happy with it. Now, the final topic that I promised everybody that I would talk about in this video is grad school. And obviously, I am not starting grad school in the fall, and I think a lot of people are going to wonder why. And the main reason is undergrad is freaking exhausting. You know, I got to the end and was so tired. You know, I love my classes. Anthropology, amazing. Would love to take another anthropology class right now. My bio class is also completely exhausting. And the idea of graduating, having a break for 3 months, potentially moving across the country, and also going back to school for 5 to 8 years, I could not mentally, I wasn't okay with it. That just wasn't going to work for me. I needed a longer break than 3 months. And I don't know, it's a big and a scary decision. And the other part of this is throughout my undergrad experience, I had the opportunity to do research, and there were some things I learned that I didn't love about the research process. And so before diving in head first and going to grad school, I wanted to make sure that I knew 100%, 110% that that's what I want. You know, I want to commit myself for that many years and do the best possible work because it's what I want more than anything in life. And just because of some things that, you know, came up for me personally and just some challenges that I had in this research, I'm not 100% sure. And I think that's okay. You know, if you're not 100% sure, that's fine. We're all going to figure it out. You're going to watch me figure it out, and hopefully that works out. If you guys are more curious about these like pros and cons of grad school, that kind of thing, I could either talk about my own experience or interview some of my graduate friends, because I have some friends in graduate school and they're amazingly intelligent people, and I'm sure they'd love to talk to you about it. Some of them are in anthropology grad school, which is very relevant. Now, my memory card is flashing, so I'm going to run out of space because I talked for way longer. And it did run out of storage, so I had to fix that. But I was basically just going to end this video and say thank you so much for watching. You're great. I hope that this answered some of those big questions that were floating around on the internet. Hence, what am I up to? I am, in fact, surviving and profiting and yeah, good stuff. So just wanted to fill you guys in on all the basics. Nothing in this video was in any detail. So please let me know what you want to hear more about and I can dedicate a video to that. I just was gone, so I feel like I have so much to say. Yeah, I'm planning on doing some backpacking videos soon too. And then, yeah, just tell me what anthropology stuff you guys want to see, because that's still my love, my light. It's great. Okay. All for this week. I will see everybody next week. Have the best Sunday ever. All right, you guys. Bye.